Thank you so much, guys. It's amazing to be here. I had to get this really big guy here. Everybody else got to make a nice smooth entry, and I was like, "मेरे को इतनी बड़ी चीज़ पे क्यों डाल दिया?" So thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Amazing to be here. Thank you.
Shahid, I must say, okay, let's get into the question and answers. Would you step this way for me, please? First of all, Happy New Year, Shahid.
Thank you.
So wonderful to see you in person.
Absolutely, and wishing everybody a very, very happy New Year. 2023 is just beginning, and we're all hoping that we'll have a fantastic year this year. It was a bit up and down last year, and we're all going to put our best effort in to do our best work, and hopefully people will like it.
Personally, I want to say, तमिल में बात करते हुए बहुत अच्छी लगती है शाहिद कपूर.
मैंने पहली बार अपने आप को सुना पीछे, and फिर बाद में मुझे लगा मेरी आवाज़ फर्जी है. फिर बाद में मुझे पता चला विजय सर की आवाज़ भी फर्जी है तमिल में. I think it just takes too much time to dub these things, in a different language. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have all loved to do it, but it's a little challenging. But thank you. The Tamil trailer looks amazing. ये वाली बाइक मुझे सिर्फ promotions के लिए दी गई है. ये शो के अंदर बहुत गरीब सी एकदम बाइक है उसकी. So no, but obviously this is not about just an artist. It's about a con artist. I think Sunny शुरुआत में एक artist है, लेकिन उसके अंदर का कौन धीरे धीरे ऊपर आता है, and then he turns into a con artist. और सब फर्जी है bro, सब फर्जी है.
Shahid, this is for you. It's a digital debut. Okay, so woohoo on that. So many firsts. How does that make you feel?
Well, it's the best start to the year that I could have asked for. 2023 is a new year, and I was very happy to hear when we decided to launch the show on the 10th of Feb, because it's my birthday month. So I was like, okay, that's great. And yeah, it's a lot of firsts. In fact, we started talking about the show even before everybody started talking about OTT, as an option. And when I say everybody, I mean the film fraternity, considering OTT as something that they would like to consider. And it was simply because I loved their shows. I loved Family Man 1 and 2, and they called me for a film. And I said, हाँ, film तो ठीक है, show में क्या कर रहे हो? And DK was like, hey, you're joking, you're serious, you really want to do a show? I said, yes, absolutely. I would love to collaborate with you guys at what I have loved watching you do. And he kind of had this idea, which strangely 8 years back we had discussed with each other as a movie. And at that time, it was, like DK has said, that it was too big in terms of the length of story for it to fit into a movie. And I think the best thing that happened to Farzi is that it didn't become a movie, because I don't think we would have been able to do justice to it. Here we have the first season, which is equal to 2.5 movies. And if people like it, we can make another 2.5 movies, and then another 2.5 movies. And, if you go and see the kind of cast that they have put together, or the kind of characters that they developed with Sita and Suman, the way that they have put this entire story together, it lends itself to more and more time. And by the time I finished playing Sunny, I almost felt like it was just the beginning of Sunny. My first with Amazon Prime, it's an amazing platform. I think every actor would feel proud to collaborate with them. And we've had an amazing time. Their contracts are very scary, but in person they're amazing. If I may be honest. I was like, man, this is going to be tough. And then it was just so smooth. So thank you to the entire team for making us feel so comfortable and making our creativity, allowing our creativity to kind of meander all over the place, and hopefully something good will come out of it. My first time with Vijay sir, I called him the first time we launched the show, that little teaser that we did, I called him Makkal Selvan. So I'm going to say Makkal Selvan again to him, because he just has the personality, it suits him. It's such a beautiful term for him, and it's been a privilege to work with him. We don't have so much in the show together. We're always running parallel to each other, and then there are, sometimes when we cross tracks, and whatever little I got to work with him. In fact, not just work with him, but while we were promoting, I find his mind so interesting. He's truly an actor at heart, and I wish to do much more work with him, and I wish to learn from him. I think there's a lot one can learn from him. He's such a phenomenal artist, and it's a privilege to have him on the show. And it's great to have Raashii, where is Raashii? Hi Raashii, what's up? It's great to debut with her. We actually were all stuck in a hotel, during COVID. So it was nice that we all got along. because we had to look at each other's face all the time. Option hi nahi tha, in Goa. So, we became friends and it was amazing working with her. She's done phenomenally well in this, in the character of Megha. And there is obviously Farzi, Firoz. Arey Vachi. Absolutely loved it. All the Mumbaiya-ness in me came out when I worked with Bhuvan. And, he's been like a younger brother on the whole show. And I wish him all the best. It's his debut and he has done amazingly well in the show.
Thank you.
Please watch out for him. He is fantastic. Sunny is incomplete without Firoz. And Amol sir, thank you for being the heart of the show. As you will see the show, you will understand that Nano is really the heart of the show. And everything comes from the integrity of Nano's character. And nobody better to represent that integrity than Amol sir. He just has it written all over him. So it's been a privilege.
Thank you, Shahid.
I always keep it short and sweet.
I love it. I'm going to ask Vijay Sethupathi sir. Sir, sabse pehle to thank you so much for joining us. It's your OTT debut as well. So let me ask you, how do you feel about it?
Hi everyone, and thank you so much. You're very sweet. I love you. I don't know how to say it's a debut because I don't see it as a debut. Because I think in 2010 I did debut as a hero. So it's been 12 years. I did almost about 55 films I think I have completed. So it's like again I'm going back as a kid. So I don't think so it's a debut. For me, short film or a feature film, it's like every scene is a film. So we are putting the same kind of effort for each and every shot to make the audience impress them. I was impressing my girlfriend when I was studying school. After that, every shot is like I'm trying to impress the girl whom I love. So I love this. And then working with Rajan DK, I met them when I went to, one day I was on the way to my shoot. It was a night shoot in Chennai. So I liked the gentleman Manoj Bajpayee sir. Suddenly, I think he wanted to meet me. I got a call from somebody and then he wanted me. It was a surprise for me to go and see him. So he wanted to meet me seriously. So I went and then I met him and he was the same person when I saw Company and Satya. So he's very handsome and then he was very sweet. His heart is more handsome than he. So he is very sweet with me and then there I met Raj and DK. I don't know that there is an audition happening for me inside their mind. So they saw me that time and then they approached me. My Hindi, I was in Dubai for 3 years where I learned Hindi. I was working in a company as an accountant, so I was there and I learned Hindi there. So it has been so many years, I have no practice. So I was very worried about my language and they believed on me. It's okay, I said okay. And then Shahid was there. So whoever asked me, I'm doing a Hindi project with Rajan Dikke, then I have to say I'm working with Shahid. Then only they, oh wow, okay. So I have to say I'm the villain for Shah Rukh sir. I'm working with Katrina Kaif. Then only they respect me. So it depends on the artist whom I'm working. So
I cannot explain the feeling that I have. I mean, when it's like you've hit the jackpot. That's the feeling I got, They are the pioneers of the long format. And of course, I was very, very happy to be on board. And I knew that there was Shahid, there was Vijay Sethupathi sir at that time. I didn't know there was Bhuvan also and Amol sir also. And my father also was a huge fan of yours. And he had come on set and he was extremely excited to see him. And you truly are the heart of our show. Bhuvan, you're such a cracker. I mean, I didn't expect that. Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You've really, really done such a great job, as I can see. Sethupathi sir, I love you too. And there was so much comfort on this set because of Sethupathi sir also and also because of Shahid. But first, I'd like to talk about Sethupathi sir. The first day he was on set, I knew it was his first day. I knew he would be nervous and I saw him and I jumped to him. I literally jumped and I went to him and I hugged him. And Raj sir saw me and he's like, what happened to this girl? Suddenly, she's just out of character and she's jumping in joy. But I think that's the warmth that he exudes. that you automatically feel so much love for him. And it's been a great ride. Thank you, sir. You're such a wonderful actor, and it's so nice to be a part of this show with you.
Thanks, Raashii. Thank you.
And Shahid, of course, I mean, what to say. The fact that he decided to do a show, and that too with Raj and DK sir, I think in itself says a lot about what the show is going to be. And everybody knows he's a fantastic actor, but I think you will see Shahid in a completely different, new way in this series. And I think, of course, he's taken this show to another level with his talent. Shahid, it was wonderful working with you. You're fabulous, and keep doing the fabulous things you keep doing.
First of all, let me just say how privileged I feel sitting here amongst all these esteemed gentlemen and ladies.
Correct.
But I have not seen anything at all, and I think I'm the only one. So everybody is telling, and right now also, I don't know for everybody, but have I actually done a good job? I have no clue. So I'm like very nervous, and I'm really, really looking forward to the release date, and I'm like, दिखा दो भाई, कुछ तो दिखा दो. मैंने तो ट्रेलर भी अभी देखा है, वो भी लेट आ रहा था पीछे लूप होके.
Begin with, I can say that it was working with this complete young team was sheer pleasure and nothing Farzi about it. Absolute pleasure. Shahid, of course, such a fantastic actor that he is. I have been his fan for a long time, and to work with him was sheer pleasure. Same with this young man, Bhuvan, sheer pleasure. Working with this entire team was so fulfilling. I only regret that I didn't have any chance to work with Vijay Sethupathi. I have been a great fan of his work also. I have been watching him in various roles, and nothing but admiration for him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The character that they've written for me, my character's name is Megha. And like in this series, you know, you delve into it blindly because you know that there are these creators who will give you something that will be wonderful or that will be remembered. And I think Megha for me will always be remembered, not just for me, but also for the audience, because she is a character who every modern woman would relate to in the world of patriarchy, in the man's world, how a girl sustains herself and how the challenges that she faces. And in every little victory that she has, all the women will cheer for her. So I'm really looking forward to women seeing this, women seeing Megha, and the show on the whole is a cracker of a show.
Of course, the glamorous part of the entire team, it was really, I missed working with her because there was no scene between us. But I must say that particularly in Goa shoot, which was the major shoot, it was so much fun, it was so much like a picnic. We all, whether we were shooting or we were not shooting, we used to have a ball there. And it was so lovely, so lovely. I must say thanks to Raj and DK for making me part of this young team and making it so very enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Raashii, I love you, Raashii. I worked with Raashii already 2 films, and then when first film, whenever the dialogue paper goes to Raashii first, then it comes to me. So I do a lot of correction. Then I always say sorry to her because by the time it was difficult for her to buy out those Tamil lines. Then again, I'll change those lines. Then every time I see her on the set, I say, I'm sorry, Raashii, I'm sorry, Raashii, because I keep improvising when I'm doing my in the set and while I have that spontaneity, like rhythm, co-artist behaviors, everything gives some inputs for me, so I change accordingly. So, but she's very sweet and she gave me so much comfort. Thanks, Raashii. Thank you so much. And then Bhuvan, I met this man only one time, but really he can start a sweet company, sweet star. Like he's such a sweet person. So I met you now only, sir, and I respect you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks so much. And Shahid, I watched Shahid's few films, but I don't know how he is going to be in the set. And then I was because that's maybe a 50th day for Shahid. That's the first day for me. That too, almost like a pre-climax. So they know the story. They have a mood about the story. Everything though they know. I don't know how to work with him and how he's going to handle. Everything was too much pressure for me, but he's really very cool and he handled me really well. And thank you so much. And you are very sweet. And this month is a birthday month for me also. So.
And for me.
Well, for you also. When is your day, sir? I'm 16. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
What is the kind of prep that you've done for Farzi? Any workshops?
Well, you know, the way this show happened was that Raj and DK had, I kind of pounced on them and asked them what they have. So I don't think they officially came to me ready to offer me a show. I guess they were in the process of developing it. And that's when I showed interest in wanting to do something with them on OTT. And then they said that they have the show. And then we kind of spent, I think, 5 or 6 months talking about the show. They would take me through it at various stages. Whether they liked it or not, I would give my feedback. And what happened by the time we reached the set is that I didn't feel like an actor who steps into a role maybe a couple of weeks before, preps for about a week, has 3 meetings, and feels he owns it. I don't like doing that anymore. I feel that's very pompous. I think it's much nicer to try and become a part of the team. If you want to have a voice, it shouldn't be just because you're the star of the show. It should be because you're as much a team member as everybody else. And I wanted to do that on this show. So we actually spent a lot of time talking to each other, discussing the character, the various facets of the character, the entire angle of Sunny being an artist and that being the face of his character. Like if you see in the promotion also, it's very much, you know, the artistic energy of Sunny. It has been pushed out a lot, you know. And all that happened while we were talking and discussing about how to make it different and fresh and unpredictable. And so I wetted myself in that journey. The rest of it, you know, all my Mumbaiya-ness came out just when I met this bugger. When he came on set and he started, you know, Feroz, he's got this accent, he talks, I was like, okay. I remember that when I was 18 years old, you know, and going in the train for my Shamak Dawar classes. You know, that was the bunch of boys that I used to hang with, and that was the underbelly of Mumbai that I was a part of that, you know, when I was living that middle class, normal youngster wanting to do something in life. A lot of it came from the conversations, a lot of it came from my co-actors and the people that I worked with. And I don't really have a process. I'm very instinctive and organic about how I like to do it.
You know, I do want to ask her second part of that question. The difference between, you know, a film and a long format. What was it like for you?
You have to delve deeper. There is more opportunity as an actor to bring more to it. I think when you're doing something short format, you can be more attacking in the way that you approach the character. Sometimes that works very well. I have seen that. I've never been a fan of that. I don't like attacking characters. I like to pull people into the screen. You know, I feel like it should be immersive. So this actually really suits me because that immersive experience is what I enjoy as a viewer. And as an actor also, that comes very naturally to me. I want people to kind of get engaged and involved as opposed to shouting and telling them to give me attention. It's not my thing. So this allowed me to do that, you know, and I love long format for that very reason. I probably consumed more in terms of hours on long format than I have in a film theater in the last couple of years for various reasons. So I felt very comfortable and I was actually looking forward to the opportunity.
Talk to us about your on-screen persona and what it is like, what it's doing in a crime thriller show, and of course, you know, how you built it.
So, as I spoke about my character, Megha, she's an epitome of a modern woman in a man's world. And for me, half the job was done because of the way it was written, the layers that it was given. And I just had to come and play that part. And I think, honestly, I really want to thank Raj and DK sir for presenting me the way that they've presented me, because I don't think I have played such a character ever before that is so raw, relatable, passionate, extremely real. That is why I said that you will root for her and you will be happy when in her small victories. So yes, I think it will definitely create a shift in the way the audience has seen me even back in the South. So that's an added cap, and I'm very, very happy to have played her. Thank you.
Said I spent a lot of time with them talking about the content and you know, for me, a lot of the preparation happens in those conversations and I like to engage as early as possible in case I have the opportunity. And doing different types of content, I mean, I was doing Kamine in 2007, 2008, you know, so I'm always looking for content which is different and not necessarily boxed into being, you know, the mainstream, typical, commercial, boring, nothing excited about it kind of. I'm always looking to do something which kind of shakes it up, and this was totally up that alley. So I just jumped on it, man.
ये पहली बार नहीं है जब शाहिद भाई और मैं मिल रहे हैं। मुझे याद है मैं बैक इन द डे FTI में पढ़ता था जब, तो मैं नया नया मेरा एडमिशन हुआ था और मेरी रैगिंग चल रही थी, हेल्दी रैगिंग। और सर वहाँ पे कमीने शूट करने आए थे इनकी फिल्म, और मेरी पूरी रैगिंग इन्होंने पीछे खड़े होके देखी। तो मुझे जब मैं इनसे पहली बार मिला तो मैंने बोला कि भाई वी मेट बिफोर, तो इन्होंने पहले मुझे ऐसे बोला ऑफ कोर्स ब्रो ऑफ कोर्स। तो मैंने बोला आपको लेकिन याद नहीं होगा। उन्होंने बोला नहीं नहीं मुझे याद है। मैंने कहा अच्छा कहाँ मिले? तो बोला कि मैंने बोला कि आपने मेरी रैगिंग पूरी एनकाउंटर की थी और आपने पूरे मज़े लिए थे इसके। एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर फर्स्ट डे ऑन द सेट आई रिक्वेस्टेड हिम, लिटरली आई सेड कि भाई आप जो भी करेंगे यू आर मच मोर एक्सपीरियंस देन मी, आपको मुझसे बहुत ज़्यादा पता है चीज़ों के बारे में, और अगर आपको कहीं पे लगता है कि मैं गलत हूँ सो डोंट हेजिटेट टू स्कोल्ड मी, डोंट हेजिटेट कुछ भी बोलने में, मैं बिल्कुल बुरा नहीं मानूंगा। और प्लीज़ मुझे आप अपने छोटे भाई की तरह समझिए, आप मुझे समझिए कि आप ईशान के साथ शूट कर रहे हैं। एग्जैक्टली मैंने ये वर्ड्स बोले थे शाहिद भाई को, एंड आई एम रियली थैंकफुल, ही ओब्लाइज्ड। और आज तक मुझे अभी भी याद है कि एक दिन तो इस नौबत पे आ गई थी जब मेरे गाल पे मेकअप ठीक नहीं हो रहा था, तो इन्होंने ब्रश हाथ से लेके खुद से मेकअप करना शुरू कर दिया। सो ही वॉज सो केयरिंग एंड सो ही ऑलवेज हैज़ वॉच्ड आउट फॉर मी। एंड टिल डेट इफ़ आई फील दैट आई एम अ लिटिल क्लूलेस, मेरे को किसी चीज़ को लेके समझ में नहीं आ रहा, नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द शो, I think that I share that bond with him, that relationship with him, where I can, you know, just message him and I call him and कि भाई मैं यहाँ पे फंस गया हूँ, tell me मैं क्या करूँ, and he still answers and he still, you know, gives me the right guidance, which I feel I'm really blessed to have an elder brother figure in Shahid bhai, and yeah.
I had seen all your films, solo, single-handedly, you had carried the films very well. On the box office, success also says the same. But when you go for a multi-star cast or maybe for a parallel lead, don't you feel insecure? What thought process do you have when you go for those kind of roles?
See, the films I have acted, there are so many actors. That is also multi-stars only. So you are comparing only the other stars and multi-stars. So I was a hero in 2010, and then I was doing my film called Naduvula Konjam Pakkathukam Pizza. That time one of 96 director Prem was doing a film with the actor called Sasikumar sir. So they need a character for a villain. So I recommended a few of my friends who tried chances with me. They don't like them. And then I said, narrate a story to me. If I like it, I'll come and do it for you. So that was my third film. And even the director asked me, really you want to do? You already did 3 films. So I didn't have insecurity that time also when I was entering the films. So I never had that insecurity with anybody, because I want to work with super, fantastic, very talented actors so that I can learn. So everything you can't learn and come. It's like life is throwing an experience ball. You just throw and he'll throw you. Then it's like sharing your thoughts. So I love to work with the quiet film, with multi-stars film, and I did so many multi-stars films also. So I love working and I enjoy it.
While creating the heightened drama, everybody, the performances and everything was not heightened. All the characters, all the performances are, when you see the actual product, you'll realize that what is usually called as underacting. Everybody is underacting, and that combination of a heightened drama with underacting is so fascinating. And I thoroughly enjoyed that, because I think that's my turf.
No, because you taught us this. Let's not shy away from that. Thank you. You gave us this language in cinema. So thank you, sir, for that.
शाहिद इन दिनों हमारी मार्केट में बहुत सारे फर्जी एक्टर आ गए जो हूबहू आपकी तरह दिखते हैं और आपकी तरह उनके बाल हैं, हेयर स्टाइल है, आपकी तरह वो वीडियो बनाते हैं और बहुत सारा फर्जी पैसा कमाते हैं। तो ऐसे लोगों के लिए शाहिद क्या कहेंगे?
हम लोग ने बहुत सारे काउंटरफीट नोट बनाए हैं इस फिल्म के अंदर, उन सबको आप वो नोट्स भेज सकते हैं। रियल शाहिद, फिलहाल मैं फर्जी हूँ ब्रदर।